Okay, Matt Kilrain here says I'm live. Don't know if it's true or not. Author of Chief Black Bear, here to talk about no other than Vincent Fusca and Lady in Tiffany Blue at the Trump assassination attempt. It's kind of late here in California. It was 10:07 on July 16th, 2024. Looks like it's 10:09 now. I'm not sure if the chat room's working or not. I'm not sure if anybody's watching the show. Got this phone here with 1%, so I better figure out how to charge it to do what I want to do tonight, which is to show you guys Vincent Fusca and Lady in Tiffany Blue at the Trump assassination attempt. Now, Vincent Fusca is quite a character. It doesn't look like there's anybody watching the show at the moment, but maybe there is. Vincent Fusca. Most of my subscribers would know. There could be some new people watching this show later. But Vincent Fusca is John F. Kennedy Jr. Always has been. And he used to always be not always, but he was at a lot of Trump rallies back in 2016. And after 2020, when I started Lowdown 2020, did a lot of investigating on Vincent Fusca, and a lot of my old shows were about Vincent Fusca. And he was like all the time at the Trump rallies, and they'd make a big deal about it, just behind Trump the way he is in this video I'm about to show you from some TV station. Let's see who it is. News about Donald Trump. Fox. This is from Fox. So we're going to go ahead and watch the video, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. So let's see how good I can do.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Trump just got shot. Okay, now the guy standing up with the sport coat and the hat, unshaven, that's Vincent Fusca. Now, who's this lady with the Tiffany blue baseball cap right in front of Vincent Fusca? And then there's some cop-looking guy looking around like he's going to do something with the dead center. That's Vincent Fusca standing up with his hand by his head. The guy standing up with the blue sport coat and some ribbons on, he's looking around, looking down. Looks like he's going to sit, but he won't. But that's Vincent Fusca. Notice he's right in the center. He's breaking out his phone or something. That's what Fusca does. I think he's going to stand back up and watch. Trump's on the floor. The Secret Service has him surrounded. Got the guy with the AR-15 or whatever. Trump wants his shoes. There's Vincent Fusca dead center right there with the hat on. Let's watch what Fusca does. He puts his hand up. Yeah. Trump, go, go, go. See that Fusca right there? And then the lady in Tiffany blue right next to him. Oh, young USA. Trump's leaving. I doubt it goes back to Fusca. Follow Trump out, and that'll probably be the end. Anything gets stuffed in the black SUV. Okay. There's nobody in the chat room, but I wanted to get that on record. It's a late show. I'm not going to keep it going real late since there's nobody watching. Probably like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning where you guys might be. I've been wanting to do this show for the last couple of days. I guess Trump got shot on the 13th, and it might be the 16th now. So it's been a few days, but I did a live show when it happened, and I forget who it was in the chat room that and I had realized subconsciously from the very beginning, the first time I saw a different video, which I was one of the first people to know about the whole thing. And when I saw the video the first time, I subconsciously thought that it looked like Fusca. And then I went back and watched it, but I saw the guy that looks like a cop. I said, oh, that looks more like Quigley than Fusca. But I didn't see Fusca off to the side because, I have just a cheap little phone and stuff. And I wasn't able to get a good view of the video. But, afterwards, and the video the first video that came out wasn't that good. But after I did the show, and somebody turned me on to the notion that Fusca really was back there. I watched some other videos, and sure enough, Fusca was there. That was absolutely Vincent Fusca, and it looked like the taller one. There's two Vincent Fuscas. One was like 6'1.5", and one was like 5'10" or something like that. But the one that's 6'1.5" is supposedly John F. Kennedy Jr. And I'm just gonna get sick in my bed. But John F. Kennedy Jr. supposedly alive and might even be vice president right now, might be president right now, and the Biden show might be fake. As was the Trump assassination attempt. That was a show. That is fake. You can tell the fact that Vincent Fusca is there, that's tipping us off that, first of all, you get on stage. They're not going to, because obviously dangerous. And what they're doing is exposing how lame the CIA is. Not the CIA, but the Secret Service is. Actually, they did save him, right? But, something happened to his ear. They could have blown his head off. And if you remember the vice presidential debate in 2020, a fly landed on the fly guy Mike Pence's head. It's getting lower. Fusca's still standing. What I do? A couple cop-looking guys ready to take action. Fusca's standing there all by himself in the middle. It's like, what the hell? Oh, I want to sit down. But he stands. Fusca's in action. This is street theater, real good stuff. There's Fusca in the background. And the story is also whether or not the whole thing was fake, part of the show, which it was. They're not going to risk the real Trump, okay? Oh, fake. He probably had like a plastic explosive on his ear. My phone making a noise. But Trump probably had plastic.
See something that said, take a look what happened.
So Trump probably had some kind of plastic explosive or something on his ear. Another part of the story is that, that apparently they were 200 yards away with the gun. Now, the gun probably had blanks in it, but the Secret Service allowed there to be a man 200 yards away, gun pointing at President Trump, and he blew off he shot President Trump in the ear. So there's a breach of duty somewhere. Somebody didn't do their job. President protected. And like I said earlier in the show, we're lucky that we're unlucky that fly on the fly guy Mike Pence's head wasn't a bomb, because that little fly like flying like a drone, but as a fly, real little fly wings. So the security is real lame, but us folks, we got to go through security all the time. We got to take our belt off and take everything out of our pocket and this and that. But they're real tight on us guys. Let's assume that President Biden and Vice President Harris are at risk, which they want Trump and Vice President Mike Pence to get rid of those guys anyways. So now that we know how lame our Secret Service is, it won't be very hard to take out the Biden bot or Vice President Kamala Harris. That's just code for Kamala Harris. But Kamala Harris is in the new Chief Black Bear book, if you're not aware. And in the new Chief Black Bear book, Kamala Bear, his name was Bear Cub. They called him Cubby for short. But then he got snatched by the Illuminati, and they changed his gender and changed his name from Cubby to Kabbalah. But that's how you get the name. And she was like Osiris's mother. So anyways, ISIS is a big part of the story, the new Chief Black Bear story. It has time travel in it, and it's got goddesses, or it's got angels and demons or aliens, which is an interesting question, is that could angels and demons actually be aliens, like entities from different planets that wound up here, or that might not even be here? And can these say angels and demons get inside of a human body and like influence the human's behavior or thoughts or anything like that? Is there any kind of spirituality involved in a talking to? Could those the person that you're talking to in your head, could that be part of your conscience, and that are connected to your conscience and connected to your brain? And could like angels and demons, could they be like any kind of light beings? Like if you shine a sun ray into a person, what if the sun ray has angels and demons living inside the ray? Like, especially angels. Can angels be in the light, be a part of the light? Can the light penetrate your body? I don't know what's been going on with the chat here. Don't think it's working. I see there's a few people watching this show, but I can't see nothing about no chat. Not sure what's going on with it. But anyways, I don't know what got me going off on angels and demons. Other than, what was it? Got me into that. I was talking about Kabbalah and ISIS. That's what. ISIS is like who the Illuminati worships. Instead of God Almighty, they worship Isis, God of the moon. And then they worship Lucifer, the God of the sun. And all of a sudden, the sun is sending off these solar flares that's changing the frequency and the vibrations. It's nothing to do with Lucifer. That's just the sun itself. Now, I've heard from the Bible that Lucifer's the morning star and that Jesus is. But I should be talking about that. But they try to relate Jesus and Lucifer to the sun. But that's limiting Jesus a lot. But he is like the morning star, the morning light. And Lucifer, I don't want to be talking about Lucifer and Jesus though, because I don't want to compare them, and I'm just passing along stupid stuff from the West Coast wizard that he doesn't have that much credibility when it comes to talking about Jesus and Lucifer. I'm not so he's got this pagan, the West Coast wizard. He was raised Illuminati, and he's got this pagan belief system to where you got to have the yin and the yang, the opposite of everything. Good and bad. Jesus and Lucifer. Two sides to the same coin. Jesus and Lucifer on heads and tails. And I guess you could put that in your conscience. Yeah, Jesus and Lucifer being those two voices inside your conscience. Trying to guide you to doing good or bad. Obviously, Jesus wants you to do good and tries to guide you in that direction. Lucifer wants you to do bad, drive you in that direction. But Bible thump. It's not and the shorter one is somebody else. I got some ideas who, but I'm not going to talk about the shorter Vincent Fusca because the taller one was there at the Trump rally, at the Trump assassination attempt. And we don't even know if that was, the same. There's quite a few Vincent Fuscas, like you can just put on a mask and you're him. But, John F. Kennedy Jr. was the original Vincent Fusca. And they, got a few others, a few decoys since then. There's been quite a few of them. As a matter of fact, back in like 2021 or 2020, there's a bunch of Vincent Fusca Halloween outfits. But the left, they're not, and the normies, they're not going to know anything about Vincent Fusca. If you're a regular subscriber to this show, I'm sure you know all about Vincent Fusca. If you're a subscriber, I just told you, but you're probably not going to be finding this show because I'm like one of the most censored people on the internet, especially on YouTube. They deleted my primary channel and my backup channel. So now I'm on Chief Black Bear's channel. And Chief Black Bear used to be one of the biggest entities on the internet way back before 9/11 when, that's when all the hacking started and everything, and pushed me in a different direction away from the internet because I knew something was up way back then. I knew 9/11 was bogus back when it was live. I knew it way back then. And so it changed. 9/11 changed me a lot. COVID changed me a lot. And I'm no longer some real proud American by any means. I'm not proud of this country at all. I'm rather ashamed of it, to be honest. But I'm doing a lot to straighten it up. So I don't know if I can fix the whole country by myself. If anybody wants to help me, I'll take your help. Chat room's not working.